Remember the 70s and all those golden hits? K-Smell Records is hoping that you don't, and that you don't listen to the oldie station either. Anyway, that's right, those golden hits of yesteryear are all together on one god-awful sounding LP or 8-track cassette. Hits including WTF by Blowdown by Bozo Scruggs, Don't Go Kicking My Car by Elton Dave and DDC, Without You by Harry Nielsen, ratings. And where were you when you first heard this beloved classic? Yes, that's right, it's Pee on Me by William Druthers. Also, Death in the Carpool Lane by the Beagles, I Can't Help by William Turkey, and of course, Short While by Stockbridge. Also including Scream On by Aerostar. Screams by Inglewood Crack. Indifferent Towards You by Heart Attack. Looser Looser by Kickin' and Screamin', and a heavily edited rendition of If It Were Any Slower, It'd Be Backwards Ride by Rain Hat. Yes, these and many more golden hits including Don't Ya by the Incandescent Light Quartet. Sour Country Girl by the Stampeded. And if you order in the next 6.5 minutes, we'll also throw out Cold Handshake by T-Rex Harrison. And of course that immoral classic, Walk on the Mild Side by Ben Minot.
Hey, honey, take a walk on that wild side and the colored girls go.
That's right, these and many more that we can't play here due to no royalties. Sure to become a junk collector's item. Send $24.95 plus your firstborn for shipping and handling to Golden Hits of the 70s, P.O. Box 666, beautiful downtown Aurora, Colorado, 80125. Again, that's Golden Hits of the 70s, P.O. Box 666, beautiful downtown Aurora, Colorado, 80125. Don't delay, order today. And welcome, soon-to-be ex-music lovers, to the Oddity Archive. You know, I haven't really pissed off my audience in a while. Don't ask, it's in my contract. So I figured today would be as good a day as any to take a look at what is quite possibly the greatest musical atrocity of the last 50-plus years. Close, but not quite. Today, we look at Ripoff Records.
It's Muskrat Love, just one of today's 25 super hits on this new Super 2 record album from TEJ Records.
Now, I know it would be the politically correct thing for me to say, oh, but they're not really that bad. Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, these things really do piss me off.
60 chart hits, the best from all the original stars. 60 chart hits on 3 terrific LPs.
Of course, you had the relatively famous K-Tel compilations, which, at least during their 70s heyday, were mostly comprised of the original hit recordings. Granted, since they were often cramming some 20 tracks onto a single, roughly 45-minute LP, songs got invariably heavily edited, often down to well below any existing edits. That and you got shoddy compressed sound exacerbated by cheap vinyl. Now, I only own one K-Tel disc, but it has everything I mentioned, plus some very awkward segues between songs. And Frankie Avalon attempting disco. Occasionally you'd get burned by half-assed re-recordings of songs, but at least they'd usually be from the original artists. Of course, over the years, K-Tel has become progressively more and more reliant on latter-day remakes, and that is mostly what makes up their records today. But we're not here to discuss the original artists ripping themselves off, we're here to talk about sound-alike records. Now, these things have enjoyed a certain level of success worldwide, but especially in the UK, where back in the early 70s, two of these knockoff albums actually hit #1 on the British album charts.
Me and you and a dog named Blue, traveling and living off the land. Me and you and a dog named Blue.
Now, shortly thereafter, budget records, if you will, were disqualified from the British album charts, supposedly due to unfair competition. Now, in the last few years, there's been a certain resurgence in popularity among sound-alike records in Britain. Only now, it's known that the odd sound-alike manages to weasel its way up the British singles charts. Now, this is due to the fact that a lot of records from here in the States don't come out in the UK until several months later. So in the interim, you'll get these people making sound-alikes, and once in a while one of them manages to weasel its way up the British singles charts. Now, in 2012, a sound-alike cover of Flo Rida's, weird names these days, Whistle, weaseled its way to number 38. While a fake cover version of Maroon 5's Payphone, is that an oldie I missed? Somehow hit number 9.
I'm at a payphone trying to call home all of my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone, baby? It's all wrong. I'm at a payphone calling your name. All of my change I spent on you. Where have the times gone, baby? It's all wrong.
You know, I think I like my version better. Anyway, here in the States, we've got the much maligned but still inexplicably reliably selling Drew's Famous Records series, which has managed to notch 2 gold records and a platinum record. The album Drew's Ultimate Halloween Party Favorites, according to Wikipedia anyway, somehow managed to peak at number 62 on the album charts in 2010. That record spawned a truly inspired, by Liquor, rendition of Ray Parker Jr.'s 1984 hit Ghostbusters.
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! I can't hear you. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Louder! Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Tell me, who you gonna call?
Now, I remember when I was about 10 years old, and like most kids that age, I had jack squat for money. And I was also getting into music around this time, so that proved to be a bit of a problem. And, well, you know, I inadvertently purchased a few of those knockoff records in my time, because I clearly didn't learn my lesson the first time. Anyway, over the years, I've managed to pawn them off, well, most of them off, on certain unsuspecting suckers. But there is this one that I've held on to for some reason. I picked this up at a garage sale when I was about 11 years old. It's a collection of TV theme songs, and apparently I wasn't paying any attention when I bought it because, as you can see, it says, "Played by Kings Road" over and over again on the cover. I'm not really sure why I held on to this, but, you know, hey, it works for today's show. It's nothing special, really. It's just a bunch of probably lobotomized studio musicians just farting their way through like the Happy Days theme or the Laverne and Shirley theme. Weirdly enough, the quality of the vinyl here absolutely blows away the K-Tel stuff.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Schlemiel, Schlemazel, Haas and Pfeffer Incorporated. We're gonna do it. Give us any chance, we'll take it. Give us any rule, we'll break it. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. Nothing's gonna turn us back now. Straight ahead and on the track now. We're gonna make our dreams come true. Doing it our way. There is nothing we won't try. Never heard the word impossible.
Now is the time for a real Italian dance party. Featuring the fabulous Festa Roma Band. It's the record offer you've been waiting for. It's Italian Dance Party. All the great old Italian favorites, done with all the excitement and fever of a Saturday night festa. The giant, all-new Italian dance party. Great entertainment for friends and family, tonight or any night. Remember, you can't buy it in any store. Ciao, caro amici.
To order, call 1-800-453-2900. To save COD charges, use your credit card or send $9.99 for the record, $11.99 for 8-track or cassette tape, plus $2 postage and handling to Italian Dance Party. P.O. Box 1200, Binghamton, New York. But for faster delivery, call 1-800-453-2900 now.
After you forget all about the bicentennial, this is what you'll remember 1976 for.
I think the main key to the lasting presence of these records stems from the fact that most folks love a bargain. Conversely, it also brings to mind that old saying about, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Now, in the 70s, when a regular album ran for around $5 to $7, and a single ran for at least $1, a compilation of, say, a dozen hit records for only about $3 or $4 seemed like an astounding deal. Especially when the cover touts that it is indeed performed by the original artists. Unfortunately, the original artists was the name of the collective of hacks that made the piece of crap.
Don't you worry about a thing. Yes, it's one of today's 20 top hits. Tubular Bells and Top 20 Rock, the big sounds of today's big hits on 2 super LPs. Because of low royalties, we can't reveal the artists.
Bullshit.
You also get TSOP, and I'll have to say I love you in a song, and Werewolf.
The raindrops keep falling on my head.
Here they are, 18 golden hits of 1970. The songs that sold over 1 million records. Songs you put at the top of the charts. 18 golden hits.
At their worst, these recordings tend to sound like your 4-year-old sitting at the family piano and fruitlessly attempting to bash out his favorite song. What never ceases to amaze me isn't necessarily that these records were sometimes advertised on TV, but that people bought them anyway. Now, this clip from March of 1971, one of the earliest surviving amateur off-air recordings, proves that stupidity is truly a concept for the ages.
Not available in stores, money back guaranteed.
What the hell are they guaranteeing? That the album won't tear from the flimsy vinyl?
QMO sales. Here's how to order.
Rush 295 to Hits of 70, 205 West Wacker Drive, Chicago. You get 18 top hits of 1970. Offer limited, so rush 295 to Hits of 70, 205 West Wacker Drive, Chicago, 60606.
Believe it or not, I actually have a copy of one of the songs from that commercial you just saw, but alas, not the full album.
Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
No wonder the Paul is dead rumor was so pervasive back then.
Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Yeah, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom.
And that brings us around to probably the greatest issue with these things: poor performance. Now, I know that rock lyrics can be a bit indiscernible at times, to say the least, but I think there's also a limit to how many creative liberties you can take. Having said that, I'd like to present now my little greatest hits of best botched lyrics.
Job in the city, working for the man every night and day. Then I never lost a minute of sleep when worrying about the way things might have been. Big wheels keep on turning like a bridge over troubled water. I will leave your
But it doesn't stop with wrong lyrics. Poor performance in general is quite common.
We had joy, we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. But the wine and the song, like the seasons, have all gone. All our lives we had fun, we had seasons in the sun. But the hills that we climbed were just seasons at a time.
Right up the road, I'll share your load. If you just call me if you need a friend, call me.
Now let's compound bad performance with the technical limitations of, well, I don't know, say the 8-track. And while we're at it, how about some bad vocals?
Sweet, sweet city woman. Oh, she's my sweet, sweet.
Every now and then I get a little bit nervous that the best of all the years have gone by. Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes. Turn around, bright-eyed. Every now and then I fall
Dream on, dream on, dream on, dream on.
Turn around. Every now and then I get a little bit lonely, and you're never coming round. Hell, even I can do better than those idiots.
You suck big
Or maybe not. Anyway, how about when some totally coked out outsider musician decides that he's gonna get creative? For example, say somebody thought it would be really deep to have a bunch of crying Betsy Wetsy dolls screaming away in the background of this song, made famous by Simon and Garfunkel. This is not one of my jokes. And that's it for this round of torture on the Oddity Archive. Join us next time when I force a homeless man at gunpoint to belt out a nice rousing rendition of Aerosmith's Dream On. Oh hell, let's just do it right now.
Now available at Redford stores and at Disco Sky City, S.H. Crest, Woolworths, Sears, Roses, Record Bars. Also at Eckerd Drugs.